Welcome to The Human Curious. Today we're diving into why you're so sensitive to sound. Stay tuned. I don't think people understand how differently we each experience sounds. The world is a symphony of sounds, from the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind to the powerful roar of a thunderstorm. Our environment is filled with a rich tapestry of auditory experiences. Birds chirping, cars honking, music playing. We are constantly bombarded with auditory information. These sounds form the backdrop of our daily lives, influencing our moods and actions. But have you ever stopped to consider how differently we each experience these sounds? For some, a melody might be soothing, while for others, it could be a source of irritation. For some, the world is a cacophony, an overwhelming rush of noise. The constant barrage of sounds can be exhausting and even distressing. Others seem to navigate this sonic landscape with ease. They can filter out the noise and focus on what matters, finding harmony in the chaos. This difference in experience boils down to something called auditory processing, how our brains interpret the sounds around us. It's a complex process that varies greatly from person to person. While most people process sound without much conscious effort, some individuals have heightened sensitivity. Their brains react more intensely to auditory stimuli. They may be acutely aware of subtle noises that others barely register, or they might find everyday sounds overwhelmingly loud or even painful. This heightened awareness can make ordinary environments challenging. This sensitivity is more common than you might think. Many people live with it, often without realizing that their experience is different from others. It affects people of all ages and backgrounds, often going unnoticed or misunderstood. Children, adults, and the elderly can all experience sound sensitivity in unique ways, but for those who live with it, sound sensitivity is a very real and often challenging aspect of daily life. Understanding and awareness can help create a more accommodating world for everyone. Imagine your brain as an orchestra conductor standing at the podium ready to lead a symphony of sounds. When sound waves enter your ears, they're like individual musicians with their instruments, each playing their unique part. Your brain, the conductor, has to make sense of it all, organizing the different instruments into a cohesive symphony, ensuring that every note and rhythm aligns perfectly. This is auditory processing in action, a remarkable feat of coordination and interpretation. It's a complex process that involves several steps, each crucial for the final performance. First, sound waves are collected by the ear and converted into electrical signals, much like how a microphone captures sound and transforms it into an electrical current. These signals travel to the brain, where they are analyzed for information like volume, pitch, and location, akin to how a sound engineer adjusts levels on a mixing board. The brain then interprets these signals, allowing us to understand what we're hearing, whether it's a friend's voice, a car horn, or a beautiful piece of music. This interpretation is what gives meaning to the sounds around us. For some, however, this conductor is exceptionally meticulous, picking up on even the slightest imperfections or disharmonies in the sonic landscape, making their auditory experience uniquely detailed. This heightened sensitivity can be both a gift and a burden, enriching one's experience of music, for example, while also making everyday life more challenging. The ability to hear every nuance can be overwhelming in noisy environments, yet it can also bring a deeper appreciation for the subtleties of sound. Why are some people more attuned to sound than others? The answer, like most things related to the brain, is complex and multifaceted. Both genetics and environment play a role in shaping our auditory processing. Some individuals may be genetically predisposed to sound sensitivity. They might inherit genes that influence how their ears or brain process auditory information. Others might develop sensitivity due to environmental factors like exposure to loud noises, ear infections, or even head trauma. It's important to remember that sound sensitivity exists on a spectrum. There's no single cause, and experiences can vary widely. For some, it's a mild sensitivity, while for others it can be a debilitating condition that significantly impacts their lives. Gap 3S. Before we dive deeper, let's take a quick break. Quick question for you. What's the most annoying sound you've ever heard? Let us know in the comments. It could be anything from nails on a chalkboard to a car alarm that won't stop. We're curious to see what you all think. Gap 3S, thanks for sharing. And now let's get back to exploring the fascinating world of auditory hypersensitivity. For individuals with auditory hypersensitivity, the world can be an overwhelming and exhausting place. Sounds that others easily tune out can be distracting, uncomfortable, or even painful. Imagine the constant hum of a refrigerator, the clatter of dishes in a restaurant, or the high-pitched whine of a power drill. These everyday noises can be unbearable for someone with sound sensitivity. This can make it difficult to concentrate, relax, or even participate in everyday activities like going to school, work, or social gatherings. The challenges extend beyond discomfort. Some individuals with sound sensitivity may experience physical symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or anxiety in response to certain noises. This can significantly impact their quality of life, making it crucial to seek understanding and support. Sound sensitivity is not just a modern phenomenon. Throughout history, there have been individuals, both real and fictional, who were known for their acute hearing. The composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, for instance, was said to have an extraordinary sensitivity to sound. He could reportedly identify the pitch of any object, and even faint sounds were known to cause him discomfort. In the realm of fiction, the character of Superman is often depicted with superhearing, able to perceive sounds from miles away. While these examples may be extreme, they highlight the diverse ways in which sound sensitivity can manifest. It's a reminder that what we consider normal hearing is but one point on a vast spectrum of auditory experiences. Consider the concept of the prophet's voice, often described as a powerful and awe-inspiring sound. For someone with heightened auditory sensitivity, such an experience could be profoundly moving, even overwhelming. Imagine the resonance, the timbre, the sheer volume of a voice capable of reaching thousands. While some might experience this as a divine revelation, for those with sensitive ears it could be a symphony of sensations, both beautiful and intense. The experience might evoke a range of emotions, from awe and wonder to perhaps even a sense of being overwhelmed by the sheer sonic magnitude. This hypothetical example underlines the importance of understanding that religious or spiritual experiences, often associated with sound, can be perceived very differently by individuals with auditory sensitivity. Living with sound sensitivity can be challenging, but it's essential to remember that it's not a weakness or a flaw. It's simply a different way of experiencing the world. The key to navigating this difference lies in understanding and acceptance, both from individuals with sound sensitivity and those around them. Open communication is crucial. If you experience sound sensitivity, don't be afraid to explain your needs to others. Let them know what sounds are difficult for you and how they can help create a more comfortable environment. Similarly, if you know someone with sound sensitivity, be patient and understanding. Simple adjustments, such as lowering the volume of music or choosing a quieter restaurant, can make a world of difference. And while understanding and acceptance are crucial, they are just the beginning of the journey. There are also practical steps that individuals with sound sensitivity can take to manage their condition and improve their quality of life. These steps can make a significant difference in daily living. Here are a few suggestions. First, identify your triggers. Pay close attention to the specific sounds that bother you the most. This awareness is the first step in managing your environment. Once you know your triggers, you can start to avoid them or find ways to minimize their impact. Noise-canceling headphones are a great tool. These can be a lifesaver in noisy environments, providing a buffer against unwanted sounds. They work by blocking out ambient sounds, creating a quieter personal space. Another effective strategy is sound masking. This involves introducing neutral background sounds, like white noise or nature sounds, to help mask distracting noises. It can create a more consistent auditory environment. Stress management is also key. Stress and anxiety can exacerbate sound sensitivity, making it harder to cope. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga can help manage stress levels. These practices can bring a sense of calm and control. If sound sensitivity is significantly impacting your life, don't hesitate to seek professional help from an audiologist or therapist. They can offer tailored advice and support. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Each person's experience with sound sensitivity is unique. Finding the right strategies for managing sound sensitivity is a personal journey. It may take time and experimentation, but the effort is worth it for a more comfortable and peaceful life. The world of sound is a vast and complex symphony. Just as we each perceive color and taste differently, our experiences of sound are unique and varied. Auditory sensitivity, while sometimes challenging, is simply a part of this spectrum, a reminder that there's no single right way to experience the world. By understanding the intricacies of auditory processing, recognizing the challenges faced by individuals with sound sensitivity, and fostering a culture of empathy and acceptance, we can create a more inclusive and harmonious world, a world where everyone can appreciate the beauty and wonder of sound in all its diverse forms. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment below. Your support helps us create more content like this.